Now that it's installed, we need to authenticate ggshield with GitGuardian. We'll do that with ggshield auth login. This opens your browser to sign in through the GitGuardian dashboard. This path automatically generates a token on your behalf and safely stores it locally via config. By default, this created token will allow you to scan for secrets, which is the most common use case. We'll revisit scopes later. Alternatively, you can use a locally stored token to authenticate. This can be generated from inside your GitGuardian workspace. To use a token, you can run ggshield auth login method token and then paste your key. Note, if you're using the on-prem version of GitGuardian, you'll need to use the instance option and supply the URL. Check with your administrator on the appropriate URL for your GitGuardian instance. To confirm we're authenticated, let's check and see if we can reach the API. To do that, we'll run ggshield API-status. If you're not logged in, you'll see an error that says no token is saved for this instance. If you are logged in, you'll see a status message that shows the health of the service and where the API key is stored. By default, this is in user config. If you ever need to log out of ggshield, simply run ggshield auth logout. If you used the web browser to log in, this command will invalidate the access token on GitGuardian as well.